Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, April 13th, and we're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the indices we follow. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my former colleague and partner, Johnny Guys, for filling in for me both on Friday and yesterday. It's a huge benefit in our room to have another experienced trader. I worked on the floor as a specialist many years when I'm not here to fill in on voice for me throughout the day. Second, I also had the pleasure of meeting not one but two of the traders in my room when I was out in Las Vegas. One was a fellow living in California, visiting Vegas to see some family. Had a very nice time with him. And the second, actually, trader in my room was the pilot who flew me home from Las Vegas to my stopover in Washington, D.C. Another special thing about our room, they're not just subs, they're people, they're traders. It's great to get to know them and form a relationship with them. Okay, so what did I miss both Friday and yesterday? Well, Friday, we had nice price probe we went out with a trend day. Yesterday, they attempted, they got to get and fill the single prints. They didn't. Now this morning when I turned on the computers, we were trading at another pre-market all-time high, but not long after we came in almost $2. Now the important thing with this, especially in the ES and SPY, is we've been one time framing up for 10 days. That's a long time. More importantly, did we just have a look above and fail last week's high yesterday with the all-time high? These are things we have to see. As yesterday we made a new high, looked above Friday's all-time high, came back, and now this morning, even though we have an all-time high in the pre-market, we're trading towards the lower end of yesterday's range. Russell right now trading below yesterday's range. So again, it's 75 minutes to go, but a possible gap lower there. The triple Qs, again, they're not far off from their all-time high. They had an inside day yesterday. So if you're trading the triple Qs, you come out of the inside day, you go with it and monitor it for continuation. I also see we had an outside day up on Friday as they took out Thursday's low, held the gap, closed above Thursday's high. So an outside day up, that's positive. Inside day today. So if we take out the inside day to the upside, so there's a very good chance that the NASDAQ will go and hit all-time highs. But again, we have to take out yesterday's high. You go with it and monitor it for continuation or lack of. Same if we take it out from the downside. As far as the Russell, if we do gap lower, be looking to you can look to take a put play out if the gap fills. So SPY and ES. We had 11 wide, pretty wide POC yesterday. It was going to be a downside destination. If we open below it, it will become an upside destination. The real important thing is, do we stop the one-time framing up in the daily? If we do, what happens at the single prints when they fill? There's not much below there until the ninth low, if that is to occur. So let's go over destinations and a game plan. So right now on the upside, well, a couple of things we'll use. If we gap lower, if would be 410.20, which would be yesterday's low as an upside. Then we're going to use 410.92 as the 11 wide from yesterday. 411.93, yesterday's all-time high. And then 412.23, today's pre-market all-time high. For the downside, right now the price probe being firmly rejected. If we don't gap lower, we will use yesterday's low of 410.20. Then we have 410.19, and then fill in the single prints at 409.98. Then we have the afternoon pullback low from the 9th, which I put down as L's low as 409.50. That day's low, 408.26. Afternoon pullback low in I, a 407.84 from the 8th, 406.93 daily low, 406.21, 10 wide from the 7th. And we have those two daily lows very close to each other, 405.45 and 405.40. So game plan for this morning. Now right now, I wasn't here the last 2 days. The volume was not heavy on the days that we went up. But already, with 75 minutes to go, we have pre-market volume a little bit over 1 million already. So once again, when the market attempts, and I mean attempts only, to try to come in a little bit, the volume seems to do better. So game plan. If we open up right where we're trading, right around L's low, value low, again, in balance, in value, worst of your risk rewards. If you open, push up towards the POC and hit a speed bump, see how it reacts. Can you take a long against yesterday's low? You can. And then if you take it out, a couple things would occur. Number one, you'd stop the one-time framing up finally in the daily. Number two, you see what happens at the single print fill. So there's not a lot of, well, this is 50 cents worth of heat to L's low. So if you take a long against yesterday's low and it gets taken out, I would hold it, or you can hold it to the single print fills. But if you start getting any acceleration, I'd be out. I would not wait till L's low to get out. Remember, you'll have at least overlap into lower value. So that's one call play. As far as a put play, if in the next 75 minutes we gap lower and we gap below where the single prints were from the 9th, I would take a short play and I would get out if we come back and fill the gap. Remember, was this, you don't know if it's a look above and fail because it happened late in the day. Now, we did take out the previous day's all-time high in G, didn't spend any time there, and then we just got M. Is very unpredictable, right? You have to take M with a grain of salt. So it's more important the next day. If you get any acceptance into M's range from yesterday, at some point you will trade it and then trade to the all-time high. So that's another thing you can look for. You never really want to take a position at POC, but if this is to push up and fail at M's low, then again you could take a put play. I'd be out though if you start getting acceptance inside of it. And then on the charts, so the weekly, right now we're one-time framing up for 2 weeks. The gap's still the main focus. The monthly's one-time framing up for 6 months. Again, their gap is the main focus. They're all very healthy. The big question is, was this a look above and fail at the all-time high yesterday? Now, considering today's pre-market is in a new all-time high, I still think obviously that will fall. The question is when. And then here's your daily. Think about this. Look at this. Remember I said we had an inside day? Even the previous day I counted as an inside day. See what happens when we come out of it? Look what we've done since then. So we've been one-time framing up for 10 days now. Let's see if they can keep that up today, or does that end and we come into a 3-day balance. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.